In the studio, we have a guest with us. It's Brittany Safy, and Brittany is good morning, and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And did you go to school for playground design?
Sure didn't.
So, the community playground is going to be built on the grounds of the Golden Hill School?
Yeah, so the idea, well, first off, thank you for giving me this platform to kind of spread the word on this project of ours. This is a project that a group of parents came together, started as parents of children that attend Golden Hill, but has sort of morphed into more of a community group. And we started with looking at the playground at Golden Hill, and it serves its purpose, but it could serve a bigger purpose. It is a little, let's just say, could use a facelift. So we decided to partner up, and we're working with a company called Play by Design based out of Ithaca. They're a playground firm, and they specialize in walking communities through a step-by-step process of fundraising into gaining materials and then transforming that into a one-of-a-kind, unique to your community playground. And the most exciting part is that it will be built via a community build. So members of the community, we're going to need 180 volunteers a day, are going to build this playground in 6 days. And we're very excited about it. We're currently in the fundraising process. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment.
You said 180 volunteers a day for 6 days, and if I do the quick math, which is incomplete, that's over 1,000 people.
That's right. We need you, Haverhill. We need you to show up. Our hope is it's going to be 4 shifts a day. 3 4-hour shifts a day. So the hope is if you sign up for a shift, you're staying maybe 8 hours, maybe 12 if you can take it. But yes, we'll definitely need the help of the volunteers around the Haverhill community.
Are you going to have heated bars for a jungle gym so kids can use it in the wintertime?
Unfortunately, no. But some of the great things that are going to make this playground stand out and apart from neighboring playgrounds are that it's going to be fully ADA compliant, so double wide ramps for wheelchairs so they can access the towers. We're going to have multiple handicap chairs, rubber flooring so kids can get around. We're going to have a sensory board walk for children that just need, some extra sensory love. There's going to be a quiet sitting area, a ninja course. So we have big dreams, big goals. Our goal really is to create a playground that isn't just your average playground. It's something that's a destination playground, a place that maybe community members from surrounding towns come to because it is I'll say this. I raised kids through COVID, and I know what it's like to chase playgrounds all day because that's really what we had at our fingertips to entertain our kids. And we always used to find ourselves on school playgrounds because they had the best playgrounds, and we would go to neighboring communities and seek out those really cool special places. And we want to bring something like that to Haverhill. All-inclusive, a safe space. We're going to have a basketball court up there. There's a ton of open blacktop, lots of parking. As you know, or maybe you don't know, Nettle Middle School is a community school. So they have a food pantry, they have a coat closet that services the community. And we thought to ourselves, why don't we play on that and make the whole hill a community hill? And if we're going to create this playground, let's make it for everyone. Let's make it so anyone in the community can come and feel included, and it's accessible for them. And that's our...
When I was younger, and my kids were younger as well too, I used to take them around to various playgrounds.
Yeah.
And there was some were in a park, and some were in schools. And you always worried about the schools because, should I be there? Shouldn't I be there? And I'm sure that you have this worked out too, right?
Yes, so the playground will be off limits during school hours, but it is available to everyone during the weekends, the entire summer, and starting at 3:15, anyone can join. So, being in Massachusetts where it is a little chilly, we're, hopeful that this isn't going to cause too much of an issue during school hours. But that is the goal. And really, we're leaning into the community aspect of it as the inclusivity, the ability for, parking, the basketball courts, and all of the things that we're going to bring that don't currently exist at playgrounds around Haverhill, meaning the big ramps and the merry-go-rounds and the jungle gyms and just all the different aspects that we can do to create a really big destination playground.
So fundraising events?
We are working on some fundraising events. At the moment, we are seeking corporate sponsorships. We have our hands in a lot of grants that we're looking into. We are going to be hosting a tie-dye t-shirt fundraising event that's coming up in February that will have more info out on our website. We are looking into a spin studio paint and sip that's happening on February 13th at Hustle and Cycle downtown. So we do have many little pop-up fundraisers that we're going to be advertising on our social media page. But at the moment, the core fundraising that we are looking for are sponsorships and grants.
So give me the web address, the Facebook address.
Sure. So the web address is www.haverhillcommunityplay.com, and our handle on Instagram is Haverhill Community Playground, and you can find us on Facebook as well at that same handle.
So how much do you think this is going to cost?
Great question. We are shooting for a budget of $300,000 to bring this to life. I know it's aggressive, but it's something that we think we can do. And I'll just talk about the timeline quickly. One of the goals of ours is to build this by May 26th. So that's what we have in the calendar as the first of the 6 days for the build. That might seem fast, but by doing this privately funded, we can control the timeline a lot more. And we feel like you lose a bit of energy and momentum in the community and engagement when you draw it out over years. And we're really leaning on the community to bring this to life. So we want to hold their attention and promise that we can get it done within a range of time that we don't just lose engagement.
It's like jumping into the pool. You just have to do it.
You just have to do it. We got to rip that Band-Aid off.
Oh, I hate that. But well, that's good. Actually, 300,000. It's a little more than I have, but 300,000 is not as much money as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we were able to, we're working on getting things donated, which has helped to lower our budget as far as the demolition goes, and then materials from local businesses. So as much as we can get donated, it helps lower that dollar amount. So yeah, I think we're at a feasible number, and we do feel confident about it. And if anyone is out there and is looking to sponsor something like this, we have sponsorship brochures up on our website. You can sponsor components like a slide if you'd like to own the slide. You can sponsor the jungle gym. You can sponsor a bench. There's all different price ranges that you can personally sponsor. That's all on the website. And then your name would go on our big sponsorship plaque that's going to be on a big rock at the entryway, along with any corporate sponsors.
Now, you mentioned demolition, so what do you have to take down to build stuff up?
Well, we have to take down the current existing playground. We then have to have it graded. We're going to dig these very large holes in the ground for the posts. And so it's sort of the site prep so that when the first set of volunteers show up on May 26th at 8 a.m., they are ready to go. And it's kind of cool how this community build works. So we're going to have 4 people from the playground company, Play by Design, come out here. And then we'll have 6 crew leads that are volunteer contractors. If you're out there and you're a retired contractor and would like to donate 6 days straight, we're happy to have you. And then, so the 6 contractors, or crew leads as we call them, would then be responsible for 10 volunteers. So that's the 60 people per shift. And those crew volunteers are going to stay for all 3 shifts, all 6 days, as the volunteers come and go. At the beginning of every shift, we have a safety talk by the playground committee. If you can cut a straight line with a circular saw, you get one type of name tag color. If you can't, you get another type of name tag color, and that's how they differentiate skill sets. But there will be a job for anyone of any skill set, so please don't feel like you can't join us.
This kind of sounds like it could be a reality TV show where you build a playground in 6 days.
It could, and maybe we should get someone to pick that up. Little side hustle. There is one part I forgot to mention, just how it all came to be in the beginning. On December 18th, this is actually a really big part that I should have started with, but on December 18th this year, our designer, Lisa, flew out from Iowa, and she came to the school and interviewed all of the kids who had drawn their designs of what their dream playground would be, and went classroom to classroom. We had the 8th grade National Honor Society kids from Nettle come up the hill and work side by side with her as her liaisons. And they interviewed all of the kids, gathered their ideas and concepts and what they really wanted in a playground. And then Lisa created our big design that exists now that you can also view on the website or in any of our brochures or marketing materials, based on those kids' designs and wants and needs and inspiration. And then that night, everyone came back to the school. We had local businesses, all different community members, and we did our big grand reveal of the design to the community to kind of engage in excitement, spark the match that hopefully lights the fire that gets us there. So that is an important part. This playground is inspired by children and their ideas, and that's what playgrounds are all about.
How did you find the designer?
Great question. My friend here, Leani, and I were doing what you do on weekends and looking for a good playground. Someone had told us in Carlisle, which is a hike, that there's this awesome playground. You have to go check it out. And I think there's a lot of parents that get it, and you get in the car and you go because it's a good playground and you got to check it out. So we did, and it was incredible. And Leani and I were standing there, and she said, "Oh my God, we're on a school property right now." And we looked because we saw the signs, cannot use from 9 to 3 during school days. And we said, "Oh my God, it's a public school. How on earth did they get this playground? I feel like this is $1 million playground." And it got me thinking, because I had in the back of my head that maybe we could do, refresh Golden Hills Playground somehow. And I looked it up online. There was a website connected to the playground called the Castle Playground. I took a shot. I sent an email to the email address, and a guy named Brian got back to me and said, "Hi, I didn't know this still worked, but I'm the guy that built this playground. I'm a community member, and I wanted to turn our school playground into a community style playground." And I worked with I looked through a lot of different playground firms. I landed on Play by Design. You should give them a call. And he walked me through the entire process. So they did the same exact thing in Carlisle with this company. It's gorgeous, and he could not emphasize enough what it did for the community to bring all of these members together for a common cause for our children. And I just really would love to recreate that with our town, because we deserve it, and our kids deserve it, and our community deserves it. And play is so important for kids to grow socially, their imaginations, and I'm a big believer in that. So it's something that we're trying to bring to our community. They also have built a playground, this company, via a community build in Ipswich at the Woods. There's a public school in Ipswich that they did a playground at, as well as Belmont. So they've done a few in our state. So yeah, that's the goal. That's the dream.
All right. Well, we'll have to get you back to follow up on that dream, and the other fundraising events and things like that as well too. So yeah, we'll get you back. Don't worry about that.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure to have you. Brittany Safy, working with the community playground that's designed and aimed for Golden Hill School in Haverhill. Our guest this morning here on The Wave, 97.9 WHAV.
Wake up with Wayne Damon weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on 97.9 FM WHAV.